Lightning is the most dramatic form of energy to be found in nature. Scientists have succeeded in creating limited types of artificial lightning, and some think that these could be the forerunners of a new type of directed energy weapon, part of a family of weapons which operate within the radio frequency segment of the electromagnetic spectrum, and are thus referred to as radio frequency weapons. Dr. James Frazier has researched electromagnetic effects for the Air Force for over 10 years, and he, like a small but growing number of weapons experts, feels that radio frequency, or RF weapons, could be the wild card in the ongoing arms race.
You could have tremendous amounts of radiative power. And what you did with that power then is a matter of engineering design and what your goal is.
Robert Bass, a physicist and PhD in mathematics, is working on U.S. weapons research. He says that the Soviets seem to be ahead in a number of areas, and especially in RF weapons.
We are behind the Soviet Union in directed energy weapons based on 60 gigahertz microwave beams.
Dr. Bass and others feel a most likely form of Soviet RF weaponry. An operational RF weapon, relatively cheap and reusable, could devastate sophisticated and expensive war machinery. The $20 million F-16 fighter, for example, is totally controlled through electronic sensors and computers. With no manual flight controls, the plane would literally fall out of the sky after being hit with a high-intensity pulse of microwave radiation. Scientists say that microwaves and other types of RF pulses operating at specific frequencies or windows can be transmitted with little or no loss of power. Machines known as gyrotrons can produce the massive pulses needed to drive these devices, and it's believed that the Soviet Union has a 3 to 5 year lead in this technology. Over the past year, CNN has repeatedly asked the Department of Defense and the Air Force about radio frequency weapons. After much resistance, DoD finally said that the subject was too sensitive to discuss. Would be high-powered microwaves, similar to a focused, ultra-high-intensity radar beam. It would literally cook humans and knock out computers and electronic surveillance and communications gear.
So for those who still don't understand that directed energy weapons are their weapons of choice for attacking us in the California here, take a look at this Lockheed Martin website. And what you see is a hole in a truck being generated from over a mile in space. Defend against small rockets, artillery, small unmanned aerial vehicles that defend, but also lightweight ground vehicles from approximately a mile away, they can hit them. Lasers, beam control and turret. Out here in Santa Rosa, there's 4 aerospace laser-guided technology systems companies that make parts for this. Our fiber lasers operate with an efficiency that generates less heat and exists in a smaller package, allowing easier incorporation to kill people. Our Aladdin laser has operated in the field for 2 years, killing people with no need for realignment, proving both the lethality, the killing, and the reliability of our solutions. Hey, your investors, your tax dollars, all going to support killing United States people. We're the only company that has an integrated fiber laser weapon at the power and precision level that we have achieved with Atom and Athena, right? They're the only ones, folks. Who's doing the shooting? Well, you can bet this company has something to do with it. They're in the United States. We should be talking to them. All right, according to Paul Shattuck, Director of Directed Energy Systems, let's call Mr. Shattuck up and ask him some questions, folks. Come on, let's do some due diligence. Let's do some activism. Let's get active about these guys that are killing people with lasers from the sky, and it's going to increase in intensity, according to former Governor Jerry Moonbeam Brown of California. For the next 10, 15, 20 years, he said, this is going to get worse. We need to get active. Quote, our beam control technology enables precision equivalent to shooting a beach ball off the top of the Empire State Building from the San Francisco Bay Bridge. 3,000 miles away, they can hit a beach ball. They can hit a beach ball from 3,000 miles away. What do you think? The technology is advanced. We have to wake up to what's going on. This company here needs to be questioned about their directed energy weapons, and are they using directed energy weapons on their own people in the United States? And just to end this, to understand what the purpose of using these directed energy weapons, the overall goal, the overall intention, the Georgia Guidestones. It's actually, this is in Emberton County, about 2.5 hours northeast of Atlanta, Georgia. I went there in 2006 to find out if this was really real, that some group of people had put these tons and tons slabs of obelisks together in a cross called the Georgia Guidestones, part of the, quote, New World Order. 6 granite slabs weighing 250,000 pounds. Someone had serious intention. Stands on a small farm field in Emberton County along ley lines, sacred ley lines, along with the Giza Pyramid, Stonehenge, and Chichen Itza down in Mexico. So there was serious intention here. The 10 guides living in 8 languages: English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hindu, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian. And then there was messages at the top: the Babylonian, Classic Greek, Sanskrit, and ancient hieroglyphics. And if you don't know what it says on here, here's the different languages they used. So they used all different languages. They brought in people from all over the world to carve and chisel the languages with the writings, with their sacred native writings, into these stones. And here you see the 10 Commandments in Russian, Chinese, Arabic, Hebrew, and then Spanish, English on the 8 sides. And at the top, this capstone is written here in hieroglyphics, cuneiform, ancient Greek, and Sanskrit. What it says here on the top says, "Let this be the age of reason," Thomas Paine. And the 10 Commandments, along with astronomical features, this is the serious intention. The person behind it that authored this, pseudonym named R.C. Christian, represented the group who put this in there. Small group of Americans who seek the age of reason. Then there's a time capsule to be opened on, and that was left open. So what are the 10 Commandments that he put in stone for all eternity so everybody can understand? Maintain humanity at 500 million people in perpetual balance with nature. Notice the balance with nature. So maintain humanity. Well, how do you maintain humanity? You first got to get it down for a reduction of 95% of the population to get it to this number. So people are saying, oh, maintain it. Well, you got to get it down from 7 billion to 500 million. How are you going to do that? Well, do not be a cancer on the earth. Are we cancers on the earth? What is everybody getting from the S40 virus that was introduced with the polio vaccine in the 40s with cancer in it? The S40 monkey virus. Do your homework. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. What do you think they're doing, clear-cutting all of paradise in California and burning us out here? Are they leaving room for nature? No, they're clearing nature away. So I don't understand what they're doing with the right hand and left hand yet. But the depopulation, Planned Parenthood, eugenics, all the Rockefeller, Rothschilds, but behind them are the Jesuits who want to exterminate and extricate all heretics and Christians. Do not be a cancer on this earth. Leave room for nature. And you can get into all the quotes about the billionaires just saying there's too many people, the Club of Rome and all that. I'll put this article in the show notes. But we need to understand what their agenda is. While evil men plot, good men must plan, and women. Let's get our plan going. Look, touch, and feel in our communities. Be the change we have to see. Speak out. Time is short. All right, that's all I got. Stay awake, stay alert, and do not let them win. We are more powerful than them. That's why they must hide in the dark. Once you shine light, your light, into the darkness, it is no longer darkness anymore. It is your shadow. Own it. We own the darkness. This is the dawn of awakening. Tag. You're it.